On our previous expedition to France, we went to the area circled in green, roughly the Loire Valley. We broke out of the Loire Valley to visit Poitiers, and the area covered became as shown. We had wished also to visit Limoges, but circumstances, including a 24-hour railway strike, precluded this. So this present expedition starts off as one which is intended to cover Limoges and its area, the Limousin. One special place we wish to visit is Oradour-sur-Glane. But there are two other places which we wish especially to see. These two places are Moissac Abbey and Conques Abbey. These visits by car make the area covered quite large, and the schedule may prove to be a little tight. So let's go to Limoges. And whilst you admire what I am told is an Art Deco railway station, let's do the first three basic facts. Yes, Limoges is where the pottery comes from. Yes, this area is where the Limousin cattle come from, and we hope to see a quick glimpse of one or two of them later. And whilst the local inhabitants were looking after their cattle and sheep in this fairly wet area, they would often wear a limousine cape. And so, I believe, when the first completely covered motor car appeared, it was called a limousine. These four young ladies decorating the corners of the roof represent the four regions served by the old Paris-Orléans Rail Company, which arrived here in 1856. And this is just a selection of the places you can visit from here by train or bus. Limoges is quite a big place, well spread out, and there's quite a lot of walking involved. We hope to see some of these towers and things later. Fortunately, my knee was okay this time. We'll first make our way down to the river, and yes, it's the river Vienne again. We've come down here and we're going down there to that bridge. Use your pause if you want to read this. It's the St Etienne bridge and was built in the 13th century. It's on one of the main routes to Compostela and is used by pilgrims to this day. View downstream and view upstream, and we're going to make our way up to that further bridge up there. That's where we came down through one of the oldest parts of Limoges. The cathedral's up there, and we're going to walk along the riverbank under these trees towards that other bridge. At the bridge we turn right, follow this modern trolleybus and work our way round towards the cathedral. The cathedral has one of those octagonal towers like the one at Toulouse and so many in this area. Unfortunately for us, the most impressive transept was completely enclosed in scaffolding. The bishop's garden was closed, the bishop's palace containing the museum was closed, the Museum of the Resistance was closed, and the whole cathedral was closed until this afternoon. So we'll just take a quick glimpse at these medieval buildings near the cathedral and then make our way over to Saint-Pierre, which was also closed. A little further on is Place de la République, and here we can see the three essentials of any French town: a branch of Monoprix, a fountain, and our friend over here who's followed us here now. And we've come back now to the railway station, next to which is the Champ de Juillet. We'll see the fountains working later, but just look at some of these arrangements here. Quite impressive, I thought. We need to check out these trolleybuses now. I know that Rotherham and Nottingham, no doubt amongst many other places, used to have trolleybuses, which were presumably scrapped in the interests of progress. Here's another one of the latest design. This next one I think we could call one of the middle period, and we may see an example of the veteran class later. At this junction, some trolleybuses wish to turn left and some wish to go straight on. So how do they do that? Oh, and can I just tell you here while we've got time that under that square we looked at, Place de la République, you can go underneath and see the 4th century crypt of St Martial. Now to get back to the trolleybuses, just watch this. Watch how the poles move across onto that other line to enable him to turn left. Actually, I don't know how they do it. He's probably got a switch in his cab or something. But sometimes his poles go across to the left when he actually wants to go straight on. And then what he has to do is get out of his cab, get his big stick out and move the poles across. When they used to do this in Nottingham, they had conductors, and the conductor had to move the poles or the ducks, and the conductor was called a ducky. And that's why people in Nottingham call you me duck instead of mate. I don't know if they still do that. That's very interesting, isn't it? Anyway, it's about time we had a ride on one of these new trolleybuses. We're heading back now to the Champ de Juillet to watch the fountains, but on the way we passed this rather interesting statue of Joan of Arc. I'm sure it was Joan of Arc, although it may have been that girl from Limoges. There's the town hall. There's Joan of Arc, and there's a newspaper headline. Anyway, just watch these fountains for a few moments. Evening's coming on, it's nearly bedtime, and we've got a busy day tomorrow.